lead generation by Instagram ads. I think you must have heard about it, or maybe you have done it also on your end, or maybe you have seen someone doing it and generating leads via these Facebook campaigns and getting registrations also for our Art of Link programs. I would just request everyone to just open your videos, because it will be good, if I can also interact with everyone, and we'll keep it interactive. We'll be discussing your questions also in between. And after that also we'll be having a Q&A. So in between also we will be discussing, and you will also be, sharing your thoughts on the things, right? So it will be good if you all can turn on your videos. That will be more interactive. Yeah. So I think these days, for our Art of Link programs, traditionally we have been generating registrations via, mostly it is mouth publicity, and a lot of times we do introdocs also. We go to places offline, but especially after COVID times, a lot of courses like have been generating just through the campaigns also. And like in these lifestyle, like, it is very difficult for us also to reach out to everyone offline and generate courses. So in after COVID times and during COVID times itself, like, I mean, we used to do it before COVID also. So Facebook campaigns have been really helpful for us, and we have been generating leads through this and generating registrations also. And if we compare it to any other sources like newspaper ad or a hoarding ad, that might not be as helpful, because you don't get anything in return. Like, if with a Facebook ad, you can actually get the contact details of people who are interested into the course, right? But from a newspaper or from a hoarding on a road, right? I mean, you might not get that facility to get the contact details and everything. So in that sense, Facebook ads are like really helpful. So we will just start with it now. I was just trying to set some context on it. Uh, I hope so. Like, I mean, if anyone of you have already tried, like, how many of you have already tried Facebook ads, or have you know how to run it, or you can you just raise your hand, and just so that I'll get the context. How many of you have already tried Facebook ads? Okay,
I
I see.
paid and got it done through somebody else.
Okay, got it. And how many of you are new to this? Okay. Great. So we all will learn together. Okay. Uh, so we will start. So basically, I have created a small mind map for us to understand what all things we're going to cover. It's kind of index which will help you understand what all things we're going to cover in the session. Okay, let me just share my screen. Just give me a minute. Okay, I hope you can see my screen now. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes, we are able to see.
Awesome. Yeah, so we'll be learning the things about Facebook and Instagram lead generation, right? I have a couple of things here that I have written. So these are the key inputs that you need basically to start, like you have to feed these data into Facebook, right? Algorithm, and then you will be able to run the ads. But before that, you need a couple of resources. Now, when I say resources, it basically means that you need a Facebook ad account and a Facebook Instagram page for you to actually start the campaigns, right? So basically, if you can see my screen, These are the resources required that you need to have for your self in order to start the campaigns. So one is the ad account. Now, what ad account means is basically a platform where you can run the ads, and you can manage your campaigns budget, and you can see how many leads you are getting on a daily basis, what is the cost per lead you are getting, how many times you are serving impressions to users, what is the reach that you are getting. Some of the terminologies you might not be able to understand. We'll just walk you through each of these, like impression, reach, frequency, also in the later part of the session. But basically, it is the whole platform dashboard. It looks like somewhat like this, where you get all the details. You can see all the ads that you are running, all the campaigns that you have in your list, right? Everything. So it is basically the whole main system, main platform where all the ads are managed. Okay. Is that clear?
Is this different from Facebook or is it part of the Facebook?
It is part of Facebook, but Facebook has a different platform for ads management, right? So the normal Facebook that you use, right? That is the everyone use that, but it is it is something different. Like you have to go to this C mode, and then when you click on this ads manager, you basically get into the ads manager section, right?
Okay.
You see
So I have one query. As a part of our
Got
own
it.
personal account, can we have our own ad account, or we
Yes.
have to open a different account for this?
No. You on your own personal ad account, on your own personal Facebook account that you have been using for years now, that has actually an ad account. Or if that is not there already, we can basically create if it is not there already. So just like how I opened the Facebook manager, right? I can see that ads manager section is there. If it is not there already, you can simply Google, and I'll help you with the whole account creation, everything in the later part of the session. But for now, it is important to understand that we need to have an ad account, right? Either it can be a personal ad account, as I mentioned just now, or it can be a business manager account. Now, this is basically you own a business, like just like how big businesses own the business. They have multiple ad accounts, so you can have ad accounts under your business manager. But for us, it is mostly going to be a personal ad account only, and that we can use for our campaigns. Is that clear?
Yes.
All right. Then we move to the Facebook pages, Facebook and Instagram pages. Now, this is also very important because this is something which appears on the top. So let's say if you are seeing any ad let me search and show you any ad. So this is how Facebook, I think you must have seen the ad, right? So let's say this is the ad from Art Sparrow, right? So this is the brand name and the Facebook page name that they're using. And it says that you can go to this page, and you can explore what this page is all about. And you can also see the ad which is running. So this is the caption of the ad, and this is the ad format. We will discuss that also in detail later. But this is how the ad looks like typically. It has multiple formats also, like we have image ads, we have video ads. That's also we'll discuss later. But this is how a page looks like, a Facebook page name looks like. So basically, this is also you have to create. If you don't have any Facebook page already, you need to create one Facebook page, and this will look somehow like this. Or I'll show you some more Art of Living, just like how we have Art of Living page, right? So just like that, you can create pages. There's no additional cost to it. You can simply create a pages in like just 5 minutes. Okay, I'll help you with that also. So this is the Facebook page that I have just opened. So you need a Facebook page, that is one. And second one, you need a Facebook ad account also. These are the two very crucial things that you need to have before starting any campaign. And you can basically customize your page name also. So I've just given a couple of examples here, like Art of Living Balandur, Art of Living HSR. So these are important when you are running any local campaign in a specific radius of your colony, of your area, of your society, right? So let's say if I'm in Balandur, if I'm targeting a location which is like 5 kilometer radius of Balandur center, then that is something where Art of Living Balandur Facebook page will be more beneficial, right? Because people will be able to relate, okay, there's a Balandur center, and users are, they'll be more inclined towards, and it will be more relatable for the users to basically connect right? Instead of just keeping it Art of Living. So it is always preferred that we use Art of Living Balandur in the local campaigns, especially. But if you are going for an online campaign, in that case, you can use like whatever name you want, but it should be 100% relevant to the Art of Living or maybe the happiness program or the workshop that you're going to promote. Because otherwise, if it is just your name and if you are not a very famous personality, I mean, that might not be helpful for users to relate. Let's say if I'm just running ads with my name page, and if I'm promoting the content, right, for users would want to see and go on that page, like what is the page which is promoting this content, right? And if they are not able to relate, they might not fill the lead, it might not look trustworthy to them, right? So it is always important to have a page name with the center name, or if you are running a local campaign, or the relevance of the products or the workshop that you're promoting. Okay. Are we clear so far?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I have one query. Can we change the name of the page whenever we are running online, offline? We can keep on changing the name of the page?
Basically, it is not, you can't change it very frequently. I think Facebook allows you to change just one or twice, right? तो एक या दो बार ही पेज का नाम change हो सकता है. So in that case, you can create multiple pages if you want. So
Okay.
it is okay. Facebook can allow you to create multiple pages. But we will talk about page management also in later stage. But for now, it is important that we need to have page and an ad account. Okay. Good so far?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
Cool.
please.
Yes,
Awesome.
thank you. Will you be sharing this diagram with us
Yeah, I can share. I'll share after the session. Okay.
later on? Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Now I think we understood about the resources which are required, and we should talk about the key metrics, right, which are there in the ad account. I think before that, I'll just walk you through, the campaigns and everything which I have. Uh, so this is how the ads manager looks like, where you have some campaigns. Under campaigns, if you click on any campaign, then you have ad sets, and under ad sets, you have basically the ads, right? So this is the whole thing, right? A campaign is something where for any individual course, you want to promote any content or you want to generate leads, you have to create a campaign. Under every campaign, you have to create, ad sets. Now, what ad sets mean is basically where you create your audiences, what kind of audience you want to target, what kind of location you want to target, what kind of interest and behavior you want to target, right? Everything. And also you have to select the placements, right? And the age group that you want to target, male, female, gender, all of these things, demographics, you have to select under the ad set. So whatever I just spoke, everything gets selected in this ad set level. Okay. And after that, the third level is basically your ad level. So you can consider it as a hierarchy. That at the top we have campaign, and then we have ad set, and at the last stage we have ad sets as ads basically, right? So you can have under one campaign you can have.
Voice is getting cut.
Oh, okay. Is it clear now? Is it clear now?
It's clear actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay,
Cool.
maybe it's me.
Cool. So under campaign, you will have ad sets, multiple ad sets honge, and under ad sets, you can have multiple ads also. Okay, we will discuss how many ideal number of ads you should have and everything in detail, but I just wanted to give you a quick walkthrough of this. Now we'll just discuss about the important elements or important inputs that you need to give to the campaign, or you would require, details to put into the campaign in order to run the campaign. So first of all, we should discuss about the audiences which are there, right? So in Facebook, just like in newspaper ad, you're not allowed to give any audience that, okay, I want to target the people who are interested in yoga or meditation or spirituality or art of living or anything of that sort, right? But or you also can't even target the age group, right? It will be for everyone. If you are giving an ad for an MBA college application, then it will be appearing to a small kid also, it will be appearing to a aged person also, right? So you don't have that liberty to bottleneck your, age group, or target your age group, gender, or any behavior or any interest audiences, right? But in Facebook ads, you have that liberty. So for what age group the ad should appear, also you can select the gender, like which gender the ad should appear. You can also select some behavioral and lookalike audiences and custom audiences, and you can also select the interest. One second. Okay. After that, you have location targeting. Now, under location targeting, you can select, and location targeting is basically what location you want the ad to appear. Irrespective of you being anywhere in the world, you can target any location. You can target US also, you can target Europe also. Whatever is your location, it doesn't matter to Facebook. You can basically target anything and everything, right? And you can also target the pin codes. You can give the specific pin codes that needs to be targeted, or you can basically just drop a pin and in a Google map, and then you can target certain radius. So that is also a possibility in Google in Facebook ads. Now you can also target some cities or some states also, some countries also, and you can target some places also which are famous and which are identified by Facebook. And yeah, pin code I already mentioned, right? So are we good so far?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have a question here. See, now you said you talked about the places, target places. Okay, when I'm trying to select the target places, I'm not able to select the exact place. It is actually a wider particular area I'm able to, for example, Yelahanka I'm able to select. But in the Yelahanka, it is a huge area, right? So a particular area, I'm not able to get that. Is there any possibility to add that location and then select it? Or
I'll
is it
give you.
whatever Facebook has only we can do it?
Yeah, so after this whole theoretical session, we are going to create a practical campaign. And I think this query will be addressed there, right? Because this is a very common query, because Facebook doesn't identify every place, right? So
Right,
just like
right.
you are mentioning, Facebook might not be able to identify that exact place. So there's a solution to it. We will discuss that.
Okay.
Yeah, then you have to select placements also. So placements is basically you see ads on stories on when you scroll through, when you are scrolling on reel, you will see the story, you will see the ads on Facebook feed, like just on a normal Facebook. This is the Facebook feed basically, where you will be seeing some ads. Let's see if we can see some ads. Yeah, this is the ad, right? So I see that ad. After that, on the right column, right? This is the ad section. This is called Facebook right column, where you can see some ads. This is also again an ad. I don't know why I'm seeing all these uh, bangle related ads. Okay, so these are the basically sections or places where ads are appearing, right? So you have to select on what all places you want to showcase your ad, right? That's basically your placement targeting is all about. So as I mentioned, stories, reel, feed, explore, right? All of these are the different places on Facebook and Instagram where you can showcase your ad. So Facebook allows you to select where exactly you want to showcase your ad. Let's say if you're just targeting, let's say, youth campaign, or your target audience is very youth and not the people who are actually using Facebook, then you can simply target your ads only on the Instagram, right? That possibility is also there. And you don't need to have two separate campaigns for Facebook and Instagram. Facebook allows you to target both the platform, Facebook and Instagram, just via one single campaign. So you don't need to have two separate campaigns for Facebook and Instagram. Okay. So that flexibility
That
will
means
be.
even the fee that they charge also, is it only one fee where we can campaign it in both Facebook and Instagram, is it?
Yeah, the budget will be allocated and distributed to both the platforms. So let's say if you give a budget of 500 rupees a day, it will be distributed among both the platforms. Now, I will discuss that in detail, how much will go to Facebook, how much will go to Instagram. That also will
Sure.
discuss.
Sure.
Now we come to ads. So we discussed this part, right? Like where you have to select everything, the location, the targeting and placements and everything. Now we move to ads section where you have flexibility to create multiple type of ads. So we have carousel ads. So I think we saw some of the carousel ad. This is the carousel ad where you can see multiple cards, and you can even scroll and see multiple cards here, right? So this is a type of a ad format which is called the carousel. Uh, After that, we also have a single video and a single image ads. Now, what is single image ad? Let me just see if I can show you some example. Uh, I think this is a, yeah, I see this jewelry ad, which is a single image ad. You see, a single video ad, sorry. So it has just one single thing. It does not allow you to scroll through on the right or left. And then you can run this ad with a caption. And similarly, you would have a image ad also. Okay. Now, these are the three primary ad formats. We will discuss about the best practices also, what kind of ad works and how it works and all. So that is something we will discuss in the session. Now I'll move back to this screen again. And then we have the lead form. Now, lead form is basically where you are asking users what kind of details you want from them. So, for example, I'll just show you, these are different ads. Okay, I am not able to find any relevant ad for you as of now, but will get to it later. Okay. So these are the basically ad formats that we have. And lead form is basically where you'll be asking the details from customers, from users, like their contact detail, their name, or their email ID, and all everything, right? So all of these details that you want. But for our courses, the most relevant information should be the name of the person and also the contact details, because without that, you won't be able to talk to that person. And in fact, you can also ask for an email ID, because that is also a tool where you can reach out to users, right? Via email, you can do the bulk email and all. So email is also sometimes helpful to collect, but the only thing which is a must is the contact details, and the phone is and the name of the person, right? So all of these are the major things that I think we just discussed in a very quicker way. I think will move to the dashboard in some time, and then we will just create one sample campaign also. So we'll get to understand how exactly we create a campaign, how it works and everything. Okay. And what all things we have to cover here? Yeah, for payments, there are two ways. Basically, you can go for a prepaid version or a postpaid version. Both options are available on Facebook. We will also just walk you through when we finish the entire session. After that, we'll keep the payments part at the last. Okay. Now, I'll just move to dashboard so that you get a glimpse of dashboard and also how do we create a campaign. We will discuss that part. Okay. So let's say if I want to just look at this campaign, this is a campaign. I'll just create one campaign, a fresh campaign for you, so you will get understanding. So this is the campaign. This is the dashboard that we just discussed some time back, and your lead generation. So there are multiple objectives, right, on Facebook based on the objective that you have. For us, it will be the lead generation mostly, right? So we will select the leads as the objective here, right? And we will just continue. And this is a buying type. You can ignore this one. You should be always keeping it auction, because when you keep it reservation, basically you are buying some ad slots for a future inventory, right? Let's say if you want to run some specific ad and you want to buy particular CPM and all in advance, then that is important. But for us, it is not important. So we always keep it auction, right? We always selected leads for the lead generation campaigns, right? Are we clear so far?
Aditya, are we
It's
going?
not,
Sorry, please.
sorry, it's not clearly visible.
Are you
Is
in
it-
mobile, Vidya?
Yeah, I'm getting my glasses, but even on
You have
laptop,
to
it's
come on
not that.
laptop. Little
No,
bit.
I'm on laptop also still. If it can be zoomed, that part.
I can zoom it, but for others, like how is it looking? Is it the same?
See, I have opened my Facebook. Now, how do I go to add manager
Yeah,
page?
yeah. Aditya, are we going practical hands-on?
I mean, I'll just walk them through first. Like, I
Ah,
mean, I need to explain more detailed things into it, and after that, I'll do with everyone also. So
okay.
for now, you just
We
have to.
have time for hands-on now.
Yeah, yeah. For now, we just see how it works once at least. We'll just finish in like sometime, and then after that, we all can do it together also. Okay.
After choosing leads, you said something. Just that part, can you please clarify?
You have to select auction here in the buying type, and then
Auction.
yeah, auction. Yeah. Here it should be by default, it will be auction only. You don't need to do anything else. And here you have to select the leads because you have to collect the leads for your business or brand, right? That's why you have to always select leads here. Cool. I'll just continue from here. I'll just click on continue, and then it will ask me to basically create a automated campaign or a manual campaign. I'll just select on manual one. Okay. And I'll just continue with it. So I can see that I have a new campaign which is now created, and the campaign name is by default new leads campaign. You can edit this thing and you can add like whatever campaign name you want. Let's say I'll just add test course HP course Bangalore. Okay, so we have the campaign name. So it will not be showcased to anyone. Don't worry about it. ये सिर्फ हमको ही दिख रहा है. Like it will not appear to anyone else. It is just for us to understand because let's say if you will run multiple campaigns for multiple courses for multiple locations in multiple times, so you might need to know कि किस कैंपेन पे कितना स्पेंड किया है, किस कैंपेन पे कितना बजट पहले खर्चा हुआ था, किस पे कितना लीड्स आया था. All of these things you need to know, right? That's why it is very important you define the nomenclature of your campaign properly, right? So that you will get the understanding. After that, all of these settings you don't need to worry about. This is by default be auction, this is by default is leads, and after that you can simply click on next. Okay. After next, simply how you have given a nomenclature to your campaign. And then you have ad set, right? I mean, we discussed in the beginning that you have campaign, then you have ad set, and then you have ad. So you have to just define ad set name also. So I just edited the ad set name as the campaign name only, right? I just selected Instagram instant form here. So it is basically asking me how you want to generate leads, right? It is via website or you want to generate via instant forms or messenger, WhatsApp, everything. So I have selected instant forms here. It is basically creation of a lead form separately, and it will allow me to target. It will allow me to get the leads from the customers. Okay. Then we just have to scroll down, and then there's a budget option. I'll just select budget as 100 rupees for now, and it is okay. You can ignore this thing, and there's a start date, right? So start date is basically you can set it as like whenever you're starting your campaign. So I've just selected it today, and at 5 o'clock. You can set up an end date also, right? There's no problem in that, but basically the campaign will just end by that time, right? And in case if you want to extend, I think after a campaign is completed, you might not be able to change the end date. And so it is always good if we don't do not keep any kind of end date there. Or alternatively, let's say, so here we are going with the daily budget, right? So let's say if you know that your end date of the program is of the campaign is you are clear to that, and you have a defined budget also, that okay, for this course I don't want to spend more than 1,000 rupees, right? So you can define that lifetime budget also for your campaign, and you can run the campaign during that time. But whenever you're selecting lifetime budget, you have to ensure that you are selecting the start date also and you are selecting the end date also. So when you have both the start and end date selected, then only you will be allowed to run a campaign on a lifetime budget. Otherwise, you can go for a daily budget. Now, the benefits of using a daily budget is basically you have that flexibility to increase the or decrease the budgets on a daily basis. On lifetime budget also, you can do that, but it will be very confusing for you also. For example, if I'm running a campaign with 1,000 rupees ka budget, and the campaign will run, let's say, for let's say 10 days. So ideally it should spend 100 rupees per day, right? And after that, if you're feeling that your campaigns, are on, it's a weekend, right, and you want to increase the budget on just for the weekend, so it will increase the budgets for the entire remaining number of days, not just for the weekend, right? So that is something where it might create some confusion for you also to calculate how much you want to spend. So I always prefer using a daily budget. So whenever I want to increase, I can increase. Whenever I feel that, okay, I have sufficient leads now, I don't need to get more leads, I can simply decrease the budgets, and I can decrease the number of leads also. So that's how I operate. Uh, so you just have to select the daily budget, right? And you just have to select the start date of the campaign. Are we
Is there a
clear?
minimum daily budget, please?
I think it is 50 rupees or something. Beyond, yeah, it is 84 rupees. So you have to keep at least 100 rupees budget on a daily basis.
So our campaign comes under which category? Awareness, new awareness campaign. Because I'm just looking at side by side.
No, 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 no. I mean, for now, you can just look at the screen. I mean, we will do a practical thing also where we all will do together it once again. So for now, you just have to look at the screen, and you don't no need to do a practical as of now. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. So then we selected budgets and we selected the start date. Okay. After that, no need to do anything else. Just have to select the audiences now. Sorry, locations now first. Now, if it is a local campaign, then it is easier. You can basically try selecting the area, or if you have a pin code, let's say for my area, it is, I'll just enter a pin code here, which is 560068. Okay, this is my current pin code. I'll just enter that. So you see the whole pin code is selected now, correct? So it is selecting Singasandra, Hogasandra, and BTM layout and Kudlu and everything, right? Now, if you have done this, now if you feel that this location is not enough, or maybe you need to select a smaller location, right? Ideally for a local campaign, I think it should be fine. If you are targeting a pin code, even you can expand it, right? Because the distance between, let's say, JP Nagar and this Singasandra won't be more than like 8 kilometers, if I'm not wrong, 8, maximum 8, 9. So there's a chance that people can come from this area also. People can come from this area also to the center, right? So what you can do, you can basically increase the radius of this particular thing. Now I spoke about dropping pins and selecting radius here, right? In location targeting, I think one of the query was also there, that how do we select the specific place which is not identified by Facebook already? So there's the option to drop pin, right? You see this option, drop a pin
Yeah.
anywhere on the map, right? When
I'm
you
able
click
to
on
see
this,
that.
when you click on this, you have that liberty to basically drop a pin anywhere in the map. So let's say if you know that your center is just near to this lake, this Soma Sundaralaya Palya lake, then you can just drop a pin here. Now, when you drop a pin there, there's a new location which got added here. You see this there's a new coordinate, location coordinate
Yeah.
got added. And it is basically selecting 10 miles of area. Now I don't need this pin code now anymore. I have a better central location which got targeted now. I can simply reduce or increase the radius of that thing, because I selected that around this lake I have a center, and I have selected the entire miles around it. So I've covered a good enough area around this. So this is how basically you target your location, right? I think it is easier. You just enter your pin code first, and then you drop a pin, and then you select your radius, and you can remove the pin code after that. So is the location targeting clear to everyone?
It's clear now.
Okay, I'm guessing it is clear to everyone.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. Then we move to the next part of it. One second. I think it is see audience control. It's not showing. Okay, basically what Facebook does these days is it promotes its advantage plus audience, where it kind of automates everything and do not allow you to customize things. So there was an option to basically switch to original audience. So I just click on that and I got switched into this. I'll just show you once again how I did that. So you see this option, switch to original audience options, right? I have to just click on it and I'll move to use original audience, and I'll just move to this part where you can manually select audiences and everything. So my location is already selected now, right? Near 3 miles near that lake, and I need to select the age group here. So now the age group is basically whatever you want to select, but for a happiness program, you can basically select anything above 18 or 19 or 20, whatever. And you can select upper cap also, the age group of upper cap. And genders you can select. I think it will be all always, until unless it is a woman course or a men course specifically. Then you can select the detailed targeting. So now detailed targetings are basically these things. So we selected these things, right? We selected drop location already, right? And we are moving to this audience targeting section now, where we already selected age group, we selected gender also. Now we are discussing this part. What kind of audience you want to target, like किस तरह के इंटरेस्ट के लोगों को टारगेट करना है या किस तरह के बिहेवियर के लोगों को टारगेट करना है। आप जब भी फेसबुक चलाते हैं तो फेसबुक आपके इंटरेस्ट और बिहेवियर्स को ट्रैक करता है, एंड बेस्ड ऑन दैट वो रिजल्ट्स दिखाता है। आपने कई बार नोटिस किया होगा कि आप लेट्स से आपने कोई फेसबुक पे या अमेजोन पे, फ्लिपकार्ट पे कहीं पे कोई प्रोडक्ट एक्सप्लोर किया, एंड आई थिंक वही ऐड आपको बार बार दिखता होगा जब तक आप उसको परचेज नहीं कर लेते होंगे। एक वो आपके पीछे लग जाता है, राइट? इट्स कॉल्ड डायनेमिक रीमार्केटिंग एड। एंड ऑल्सो जितने सारे आप ब्लॉग्स या फेसबुक पेजेस को फॉलो करते हैं, जिस तरह के पोस्ट पे आप कमेंट करते हैं, पोस्ट के ऊपर आप लाइक करते हैं, फेसबुक पुट्स यू इन सर्टेन interest and behavioral buckets. Let's say if you are following art of living pages, and if you consistently follow and like and comment on the art of living pages, Facebook will identify you as a user in the yoga, spirituality, meditation. These are all different buckets that you can say that Facebook has created. And now based on your activity, based on your usage of Facebook will basically put you under those buckets. So it is possible that you will be in multiple interest and behavioral buckets, because maybe if you are professionally in finance, or maybe if professionally you are in marketing, you will be following marketing pages also, and you will be following maybe some sports pages also, cricket pages also, football also. So based on your likes, based on your comments, and based on your behavior on Facebook will know that what kind of a person you are. Not exactly and not hard and fast entirely, but it gets a directional understanding of how a user is behaving, and it will put you accordingly in the respective buckets. Okay, now I'll show you what kind of these buckets are, and how do you utilize them for your Facebook ads, right? So these basically includes okay, I'll just show you some suggestions here. Let's say if I put just yoga, let's say what all things we get. So I have written yoga here. I can see multiple interest and multiple employers, job titles, and everything related to yoga, right? So there's one yoga which is inclined towards fitness thing. There's one job title that I can target, like people who have job title in their Facebook profile as yoga teacher. तो अगर मुझे सिर्फ योगा टीचर्स को टारगेट करना है, then I can select this part. Similar thing for yoga instructor also, and people who are putting yoga teacher in the employer section of their profile. This is how it is: yoga pants, hot yoga, yoga journal, kundalini yoga. So all of these different things are the different buckets that we are discussing, right? Facebook puts you into that. And if you are let's say if I select anything, right? If I select this yoga fitness now, uh okay, I'll first show you the audience size also. So you see on the right side of the section there's some audience size, you can see, right? It is 9.28 lakhs to 11 lakhs. This is an estimated audience size that Facebook has given to me based on the targeting that I've given so far. So मैंने अभी location targeting दिया है, मैंने अभी age group targeting दिया है, मैंने gender targeting दिया है. So इसके basis पे Facebook मुझे बोल रहा है that it can target up to 11, it can reach out to up to 11 lakh people, right? This is the unique people that it is claiming that it can reach out to these many people. And it says that my audience size is fairly broad, like it is okay, like it is good to go, right? No issues in that part. It is also telling me the estimate number of daily reach and the number of leads. It always shows less than 10. We will just discuss that also in detail later. But now if I put yoga here, if I put any interest here for that matter, I think I selected yoga title as job title. Yeah, if I just select fitness, you see the audience size has reduced now, right? Because under that 11 lakh ka audience, under this whole location, the people who are falling under this yoga fitness bucket are only 3 lakh to 3.6 lakhs. Now you see, this is also a very big number. Like फिर इतने लोग नहीं लाइक डेली योगा करते होंगे, 11 लाख लोगों में से इतने लोग तो नहीं करते होंगे, राइट? और मे बी दे आर इनटू इट बट नॉट दैट, मतलब उनका बहुत ही कम इंटरेस्ट होगा, या शायद वो थोड़ा बहुत खाली फेसबुक पे देखते होंगे, करते नहीं होंगे, राइट? सो उतना ज्यादा दे आर नॉट इंक्लाइंड टुवर्ड्स योगा, बट दे हैव समहाउ सिलेक्टेड और लाइक और उन्होंने फॉलो किया होगा योगा को कभी, तो दैट्स व्हाई दे आर फॉलोइंग अंडर दिस बकेट, राइट? और फेसबुक ने उनको किसी भी तरीके से इस बिहेवियर में आइडेंटिफाई किया. दैट्स व्हाई दिस ऑडियंस साइज इज बेसिकली. सो लेट्स से इफ आई जस्ट सिलेक्ट दिस ऑडियंस ग्रुप हियर and if I just target, then I'll be able to reach out to up to 3.6 lakh people. That is the unique audience size that Facebook has given to me. Is that clear so far?
Yep.
Okay, now I'll tell you one more thing. When I hover on this thing, yoga and fitness पे, तो आप देखेंगे यहाँ पे there's a huge size. It is like millions, billions, right? So you know why it is in millions and billions? Any idea? Anyone? Any guesses? Why the audience size is like too much here and it is too low there?
Because of the radius, the miles.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely correct. So basically, since we have already targeted a small location, it is basically reducing the size of audience that we can reach out to, right? And also, this is a worldwide audience. Like in the whole world, there are these many people who are falling under this bucket. And also, I'm telling you, this is not hard and fast. Like it's not like कि हमने ये target किया है तो 100% वो बंदा जिसको ad दिखा है योगा वाला ही होगा. A lot of times we also see ads which are not 100% relevant to us, right? For example, वो जो मैं अभी ज्वेलरी का ad देख रहा था, right? It is not relevant to me. Now, if I interact with this ad, Facebook might feel like, okay, I'm interested into this ad, और Facebook मुझे और इस तरह के ad दिखाएगा, right? ये Facebook ना हमारा behavior basically track करता है, right? So let's say we will discuss that ad format की हम लोग जब बात करेंगे, but Facebook basically puts you into multiple buckets based on your interactivity and based on your Facebook usage, right? So now you have to select your relevant interest from this. So let's say if you have added yoga already, इसमें you can add multiple interest here. You can add maybe you can add quality of life, right? If you are doing, let's say if you are doing for happiness program, you can add all of these things. आप इसमें self awareness add कर सकते हैं. You can add self knowledge, right? Everything, all of these things you can add here. Let me search about spirituality. Yeah. Yeah, we can add this spirituality. Okay, so you see मैंने इतने सारे interest add किए, but still मेरा audience size more or less उतना ही है. मतलब ये बहुत significantly नहीं बढ़ गया. So what does it mean? It means कि in audience group में बहुत सारा overlap है. आप समझ रहे हो? लाइक कुछ लोग हैं जो इसमें भी है, इसमें भी है, इसमें भी है, इसमें भी है, कुछ लोग हैं जो सिर्फ तीनों में ही है, कुछ लोग हैं जो तीनों के लास्ट में ही है. So there's a lot of overlap. Now all of these are or targeting, और एज इन की या तो बंदा स्पिरिचुअल वाले सेक्शन में हो, या फिर वो इस बकेट में हो, या फिर वो इसमें हो, या फिर वो इसमें हो. इन सब के बीच में और है. दिस इज नॉट एंड टारगेटिंग, दिस इज और टारगेटिंग. इज दैट क्लियर टू एवरीवन?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
तो ये और टारगेटिंग यहाँ पे हो रहा है. यस.
What are the like best interest like which has given you the like better results over time, like with your experience? What do you think?
So for me, like I always try to ensure that, see, for Facebook, what is works, it's 50-60% of your creative, or even sometimes you can 65% also, which matters. Because Facebook may audience as a role, but it is not super significant, right? So everything which is relevant to your thing, you can select, right? And you can also create multiple, you can try and experiment, but always all of these things, like आप जितना ज़्यादा बड़ा select करेंगे audience size वाला, the chances are less कि उसमें relevant audience होगा. For example, ये 382 वाला जो size है, it is too big, right? ये बहुत ज़्यादा बड़ा है. तो चांसेस है कि इसका जो सैंपल साइज होगा उसमें इररिलेवेंसी भी काफी ज्यादा होगा, राइट? सो यू ट्राई सिलेक्टिंग सम स्मॉलर बकेट्स. यू सी सिलेक्ट इंटरेस्ट हियर. आप देखिए कौन कौन से स्मॉलर ऑडियंस साइज के बकेट्स हैं. एंड देन योर फॉर एग्जांपल स्पिरिचुअलिटी में कमी आ रहा है, बट आई थिंक इट इज फील्ड ऑफ स्टडी, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज शोइंग लेस, but it will be higher if you select the interest audience, right? So based on that, and also we need to do some experiments. We'll talk about it in the later part. So after we select all of these interests here, you can basically move to the next part, that is your placement selection. Okay. Now there's one more option here, reach people beyond your detailed targeting. A lot of time this also works better. Like, I mean, if your campaign is not performing, or if you feel that your audience size is too low, you can select these audiences where Facebook will try to reach out to people who are beyond your audience targeting that you have given, and it will basically help you get the results, right? So you can select this part also. Then we can move to the placement selection part of it. Now, this is the place where you have to select the placement on what all things you want to showcase your ad. Now, if you select Advantage Plus, it is basically everything on Facebook. जितना भी Facebook पे ad जहाँ जहाँ पे दिख सकते हैं, stories, reels, Instagram stories, Facebook stories, then Facebook feed, Instagram feed, Instagram Explore, then you have Marketplace also, then you have right column of Facebook also. So any place, or audience network also. Audience network is basically there are multiple blog websites which are there, and Facebook showcases ads. Then I'll show you how it looks like. You see this audience network. So if I go to manual, I'll be able to select multiple placements, or if I want to exclude some of the placements, that possibility I have. So for me, audience network doesn't work as good, because it is mostly people who are reading some blogs on different websites, and it goes it serves ads on websites also, where people are not a lot of times inclined towards filling a Facebook lead form. So I prefer, and even for the marketplace also, I usually deselect. I prefer selecting Facebook feed, Instagram feed, and video feed also I deselect. I'll tell you why. Because let's say if you're watching a video on Facebook, right, in between any ad which will come to you, you might not fill the lead, because you are very engaged towards that video, because video mein the chances of conversion or getting a lead is very less. So we also usually deselect this. And also it has some restriction. If your video is, let's say, 1 minute longer, or more than like 15, 20, 30 seconds, आपका ad पूरा दिख ही नहीं पाएगा, उसके पहले वो आपका ad खत्म हो जाएगा. Within, I think it has a length of 10-15 seconds. After that, video gets over, your ad gets over. So we can deselect this thing also while we are selecting the placements. And you can select Explore. Explore is a good platform where people are exploring new things. And then you have stories and reels. So Instagram story, Facebook story, you can all select and deselect these things separately. And reels, and then in stream इन स्ट्रीम वही है जो मतलब बीच में आता है, राइट? कोई वीडियो चल रहा है, उसके बीच में कोई ऐड आया, सो दैट इज ऑल्सो समथिंग दैट यू कैन डीसेलेक्ट. एंड सर्च रिजल्ट्स इज बेसिकली जब यूजर सर्च कर रहे हैं किसी चीज के बारे में, वहां पे जब ऐड दिखता है. अब इन चीजों पे ना, ये जो सारे प्लेसमेंट्स हैं, इन पे उतना इन्वेस्टमेंट जाता नहीं है. इफ आई शो यू माई एनी ऑफ द पास्ट कैंपेन, ये सारे प्लेसमेंट पे मेजर इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं जाता है. मेजर स्पेंड्स जाते हैं फेसबुक फीड पे, इंस्टाग्राम फीड पे, थोड़ा रील पे जाएगा, स्टोरी पे जाएगा, इन्हीं पे मेजर जाता है. सो इवन इफ यू deselect it's okay, right? इन पे मेजर स्पेंड नहीं जाता है. And how Facebook works is that whatever is the best platform which is giving you the best results, it will try to put more budgets towards that platform, that placement. So you don't need to worry about कि let's say यहाँ से results नहीं आ रहे हैं, मतलब leads नहीं आ रहे हैं, लेकिन फिर भी यहाँ पे budget जा रहा है. In case you are identifying such thing, you can simply negate these things, right? And but if you know already in hand कि ये नहीं चलता है, you can simply negate it. And then you have apps and sites also, that is also you can negate. It includes audience network and all. And जैसे ट्रू कॉलर पे आपने कभी कभी देखा होगा फेसबुक का भी ऐड आता है. So that is also via the Facebook ads only. So Truecaller has actually multiple inventory. The ads on it are from multiple platforms, multiple advertising platforms. So you can negate this thing also, right? This is where we select and deselect the Facebook placement, Instagram and Facebook placements. So, and you have an option to select devices also, right? And we keep it mobile devices. And after that, yeah, I think we are done with this ad set setup here so far. So anyone has any queries so far?
Mine is with respect to the amount per day. And then we can take this later, but my thing was running on my mind. I was told that you may need to run the Facebook ad for minimum 4 days, and it's 250 per day. So I paid 1,000. So was I made a fool of, or?
No, see, it depends. See, I mean, maybe it might be some contract, like, or maybe some commercial with the person that you were running, but there's no minimum. I mean, minimum limit, what was the limit that we saw? It was 84, but maybe they might have suggested it for based on their past experience on how much a daily budget needs to be. So that could be some different scenario, but there's no minimum budget. I told you the minimum budget. 100 is a very decent budget if you are running, but you need to increase it also. Let's say with 100 budget, if you are not getting sufficient number of leads, if your cost per 1,000 impression, if your costing on Facebook is very high, then let's say if you're just getting one lead on a day with 100 rupee, then it is not that you're giving sufficient learnings to your campaign. Campaign needs to get sufficient number of learnings also. That's why it requires higher budgets, right? So 100 is the minimum that I'm saying, but we have to increase it on a daily basis, right? 200, 300. If you're getting a cost per lead of, let's say, 20 rupees, 30 rupees, then a budget of 200 is fine, right? On a weekly basis, you should be able to get at least 50 conversions, at least 50 leads in a week. So for a 50 leads in a week, you can do the calculation based on your cost per lead that you are getting, right? So that's how you define your.
Like for 1,000 rupees, 15 leads. Is that? So you're telling?
Yeah, for 1 week, you should be able to get at least 50 leads. I mean, that's how the
50?
Facebook learning.
50.
50. Yeah, 50.
By spending how much?
The spending doesn't matter. Like, I mean, spending is not something which, is something which is a thumb rule. Spending will depend on what kind of location, what kind of targeting and everything. So, but if you are, getting 50 leads in a week, that with whatever budget, let's say 100 rupees your budget, and if you are able to get 50 leads in a week with 100 rupee per daily budget, then you are good with 100. But if that lead number is not 50, then you might have to increase the budgets.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the more placement we choose, the more amount gets spent on the ad, is it?
No, it's not like that. So based on like whatever daily budget you will give, it will spend, irrespective of the number of placements you select, because whatever budget that you are giving, it will basically expand on those placements that you're selecting, right? If you just double the budget, the additional budget would be spent on the same placement which it was spending earlier. So it's not like if you select more placement, the scale up would be higher or spends would be higher. It will be dependent on the budget.
So for I mean, if you're getting more leads, let's say per I mean unit of budget, it means I mean the future running of that same campaign or ad set will be better. That's what you're saying. More leads, campaign will learn, right?
Yeah, campaign will learn, and we will discuss about the management also, like how much, how like when should we start the campaign, how much before we should start the campaign before our course, and how about keeping it a regular thing, right? Because let's say if you are having courses every month, what if you keep the campaign running and you will keep on getting the leads? You can increase and decrease the budgets based on how far is your course and how many days you have in the course. So we will discuss that part also, but yeah, but for now I think we should discuss the ad format. That's the last thing that is left for us. So we have multiple ad formats here, right? We discussed in the beginning, where we have carousel ads, single video and image ads. So that's the section where you have an option to select and create the ads. So either you can go for a single image or video ad, or you can go for a carousel ad. If you are selecting single image and video, you have to select ads in multiple dimensions. Now, dimensions are basically, this is a landscape dimension, right? This will appear on the Facebook feed, where it is asking me to upload a landscape dimension. So primarily there are two dimensions that you can use. One is the square format and one is the story format. On this landscape dimension, even if you use a square format, that works even better because it occupies a little larger space in the mobile screen and the visibility of the ads gets more, right? So you can select a square image here. So I have something. I'll just select this one. Okay, so it's a square image that I've selected right now, and I can basically select a landscape image also if I have it. Let me check. Okay, I need to select a story, right? Not the, one second. Story image. Okay. So this should be ideally same. I don't have the story version of that. That's why I'm not selected. But ideally this should be same. So for the feed, जब भी feed पे ad दिखेगा, तो the image should be square. That's the recommendation from Facebook. If you put a story dimension का ad on a feed, it won't look good. Basically वो crop हो जाएगा. कैसे crop होगा मैं just आपको दिखाता हूँ. So let's say if you select this story format on the square on the feed section, then अब देख रहे हो ऊपर का नीचे का कुछ portion कट चुका है उसमें. So you should always select square format on your feed, just like this, and story format for this section where your ad will be showcased on the stories and reels. Is that clear to everyone?
So story and reels, what is the dimension that should be there?
It is 9, this one, 1080 cross 91920. I can share these things with you later also, not an issue.
So we have to create two basically media files for same program.
बिकॉज आपको कस्टमाइज करना पड़ेगा. जैसे अगर कोई फेसबुक फीड पे ऐड दिखेगा तो उसको प्रॉपर दिखना चाहिए, राइट? उसको स्क्वायर में दिखना चाहिए. अगर कोई स्टोरी में दिखेगा तो उसको ऐसा वर्टिकल पूरा दिखना चाहिए, राइट? सो यू हैव टू कस्टमाइज योर एड इमेज बेस्ड ऑन द प्लेसमेंट्स दैट यू आर टारगेटिंग. तो जब फीड पे ऐड दिखेगा, फेसबुक फीड पे दिखेगा, इंस्टाग्राम फीड पे दिखेगा, एक्सप्लोर सेक्शन में दिखेगा, तो स्क्वायर फॉर्मेट में दिखना चाहिए. और जब स्टोरी में दिखेगा तो ऑफकोर्स अगर आप स्टोरी फॉर्मेट नहीं डालेंगे तो क्या होगा, अगर आप यहाँ पे स्क्वायर डाल देंगे ना तो ऊपर और नीचे का पोर्शन ब्लैंक हो जाएगा, जस्ट लाइक दिस. आप देख रहे हैं वो उतना अपीलिंग नहीं लग रहा है, राइट? इट विल बी गुड इफ यू कंज्यूम दैट स्पेस ऑल्सो ऊपर और नीचे का, एंड यू क्रिएट अ बेटर एड. So it is always recommended that you create your ads based on the dimensions which Facebook recommends. And those are also relevant to the placement that you're targeting. Is it clear so far?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Then we have to select the primary text. Now, primary text is nothing, just a caption. तो हर ad के लिए caption होता होगा, right? आपने देखा होगा. For example, yeah. जैसे for example ये art of leadership का course का चल रहा है. So this is a caption for any for a course. ये वाला caption है, right? जिसको जो हमारे image ad के just ऊपर दिखने वाला है, right? So that is a caption for the ad. So ये भी बहुत लेंदी नहीं होना चाहिए. It should be ideally like 5-6 sentences maximum, right? अगर बहुत ज़्यादा लंबा होता है तो लोग उतना पढ़ते नहीं हैं, right? But if you are telling a story or if you are, building some kind of context, in that case, it's okay, right? But usually it should not be like too much. Otherwise, people won't, read a lot of content because they prefer visualizing things and prefer watching videos and grabs things from the images itself, right? So it should be very crisp and it should be very clear and it should be very to the point, right? So one second, I'll just show you one of the example ad that we had some time back. Not this one. So this is one of the ad that we created. Okay.
Meditation teacher made me do this happiness program. She taught me the Sudarshan Kriya. Like the fact that I'm doing it without an ulterior purpose is amazing.
I make sure I do it every day, and it's sort of really
Can you all hear the sound of video?
Yeah.
Yes.
impacted my life in a very. It's like you're clouded, and suddenly the cloud.
Okay. So you saw like initially we added a video of an actress, and after that we showcased the details of our course. So that's a video, single video ad basically. And we also had some of these kind of ads where we showcase Gurudev's picture and the details about the course and everything, right? And we also have this ad. Yeah. But you look at the caption, it is very simple. We are asking users if they are looking for effective strategies to maintain their happiness, tranquility, and focus. Then we're simply calling them out to join us for the Art of Living Happiness program and what are the benefits and a little bit more about the course and then location and the dates and the contact details, right? So it is very crisp and it is very to the point. So that's how an ad should be. Like it should not be like too much in the text, right? Then what we need to discuss after this? 1 second.
Along with the video, you had put a text, is it? Can
Yeah.
you show that? Where was the text in the video?
See, basically you have to put this text anyhow, right? I mean, this is something which is necessary. So ये जो ad के ऊपर दिखेगा ये तो रहने ही वाला है, right? इसके नीचे video ad दिखेगा, right?
Okay.
It's clear? Yeah. So
Yeah.
we discussed the primary text and the asset or the image or creative we call it in Facebook ads terms. So हमको creative ad करना है and then हमने caption डाल दिया, primary text डाल दिया, right? And after that we also need to add a headline. Now headline is basically where you can simply call out people to join us for the course and all. You can be more creative and add more things to it, but this is what I've added. And after that there's an optional description also if you want to add. ये बहुत बार दिखता नहीं है because mostly ये जब Facebook desktop पे चलता है तो ही दिखता है, but you can add this also. Here also you can put some call to action buttons like register now or something like that. Okay. And after that you have call to action का button that you have to select sign up. Now sign up में when you select sign up, it will ask you to basically it will open up a lead form. So हम लोगों ने lead form discuss किया था if you remember. दिस थिंग, राइट। एक लीड फॉर्म होता है जिसके अंदर हम लोग लोगों से उनकी इंफॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट करते हैं, राइट। सो यहाँ पे जब यूजर साइन अप पे क्लिक करेगा इस बटन पे, तो इट विल ओपन अ फॉर्म, इट विल ओपन अ लीड फॉर्म, and this lead form will somehow look like this. Okay, yeah, ये दिख रहा है आपको, राइट, लीड फॉर्म साइड में। हेलो,
Yes.
हाँ दिख रहा है।
awesome, okay. So basically यहाँ से हमने लीड फॉर्म सिलेक्ट किया हुआ है। यहाँ पे मेरे पास मल्टीपल लीड फॉर्म्स जो मैंने क्रिएट किए हैं। I'll tell you how to create a lead form also. For now I'll just click on this duplicate, right? I'll just show you how do we create a lead form. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हम लोग लीड फॉर्म को एक नाम देंगे, लीड फॉर्म लाइक वट एवर, राइट, टेस्ट आई हैव गिवन, एंड देन आई हैव टू सिलेक्ट द फॉर्म टाइप. It is, there are three option: more volume, high intent, rich creative. Usually we prefer more volume, because high intent में when you are asking like so many questions की high intent is usually when आपको बहुत सारा information चाहिए यूजर से, राइट। आपको जानना है वो उनका जॉब टाइटल क्या है, आपको जानना है उनका कंपनी नेम क्या है, राइट। आपको और भी कुछ उनसे क्वेश्चंस पूछना है. सो इन दैट केस यू गो फॉर दैट हाई इंटेंट एंड ऑल्सो यू वांट टू पुट अ लॉट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन इनटू योर लीड फॉर्म. बट जितना इजी यूजर्स के लिए बनाते हैं, राइट, उतना इजी होता है कि वो कन्वर्ट करता है, right? I mean, it will be very quick and easy for users to convert. I mean, convert as in key submit the lead form, because Facebook pay people do not have a lot of patience. They have a habit of scrolling reels and they'll just scroll your ad in just 1 second, right? So you have to be very double sure that your ad and your lead form and everything is like very to the point, and it should be easier for them to submit the lead, right? So that you will get more leads. सो यहाँ पे आपने जैसे ही लीड फॉर्म का नाम डाला, देन देयर इज एन इंट्रो थिंग. यहाँ पे यू कैन पुट दिस काइंड ऑफ अ ग्रीटिंग where you can tell them that happy to assist you with all your queries, and you can tell them to please continue from here. Okay, after that you can also enable this background image. I think I've not enabled it, but you can customize and add this in this dimension. So ये यहाँ पे देखेगा जब लीड फॉर्म ओपन होता है, उसके बैकग्राउंड में एक इमेज दिखता है. अभी आई थिंक इट इज पिकिंग अप फ्रॉम द एड इटसेल्फ, बट आइडियली इट शुड बी कस्टमाइज. देन यहाँ पे नेक्स्ट सेक्शन में क्वेश्चंस हमको आस्क पूछने हैं यूजर से, राइट. सो इट इज वी कैन टेल देम दैट योर डिटेल्स विल बी कॉन्फिडेंशियल एंड ऑल. यू कैन आस्क देयर फुल नेम एंड द फोन नंबर ऑल्सो. यहाँ पे आपने नाम और फोन नंबर हम लोग उनसे पूछ लेंगे, एंड दीज डिटेल्स विल बी बेसिकली ऑटो फिल्ड, बिकॉज फेसबुक के पास ऑलरेडी आपका नाम होता है और आपका नंबर भी होता है, राइट. तो ये ऑटोमेटिकली डिटेल्स यहाँ पे फेसबुक फेच कर लेता है, एंड आफ्टर दैट you can basically click on continue to move next. यहाँ पे एक प्राइवेसी पॉलिसी का लिंक होता है, ये कंपलसरी होता है, तो यू कैन पुट आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग्स प्राइवेसी पॉलिसी लिंक, इट्स ओके. Then after that there is a message for the leads. Here you can say, so by this time you have got the lead already. Once they have clicked on this thing, they have continued it, and if they have clicked on this privacy button, if they have clicked on this submit button, then you are done. You have got the lead already, right? इसके बाद में you will get the contact details and email, you will contact them, but there will be a thank you message for users that thanks, you're all set, and we will connect with you ASAP. You can also customize it based on whatever, like how much on, if you will connect on the same day or next day, or our volunteers and get in touch with you. So based on your creativity you can basically customize it, but it won't matter a lot because you've already got the lead by this time, right? Now after this there is an option to basically get a call. आपको कॉल कर सकता है यूजर इवन आफ्टर सबमिटिंग द लीड. सो फॉर दैट यू कैन सेलेक्ट दिस ऑप्शन एज कॉल बिजनेस. कॉल बिजनेस पे क्लिक करेंगे तो यहाँ पे इट विल आस्क यू टू पुट अ नंबर. यहाँ पे एक नंबर डाल सकते हैं, एंड यू कैन बेसिकली आस्क फॉर ask them to call you right away here in the call to action thing. So you can tell them connect with us right away, and they can simply call. तो यहाँ से जैसे वो कनेक्ट इस बटन पे क्लिक करेंगे, ऑटोमेटिकली ये नंबर उनके डायलर पे आ जाता है, फोन के डायलर पे, एंड दे कैन सिंपली talk to you right away if they are like very furious to know about the course, and if you are very excited about the course, they can even reach out to you. So there might be some duplication if users are reaching out to you via this thing also and via lead form also, but that is something that you can take care. We'll talk about the lead management and the calling and everything also. So far I think we are good, right? I mean, lead form creation is something that we just discussed, and I think it is also clear to everyone. Do we have any queries so far?
Yeah, so there
Can you
was,
just show me how to navigate to this lead form?
Okay. So when you click on this lead form, right, uh, there's an option to click here.
Just to come to this page, where should we, how should we navigate?
You just need to scroll down. You go down, right? After
Okay,
this,
okay.
putting the contact details, sorry, caption, images, headlines, sign up, and all, you can create a lead form here, and you will
Okay.
be able to create it, right? Uh, I'll let you also do this right after this. I think you would have some time to do this, and I'll also ask you to do it once at your home today or tomorrow morning, so that we can discuss the queries tomorrow in tomorrow's session. So here you can select the lead form, right? After doing that, you can simply click on publish, and you are done. Your ad will be basically published, and you will be able to run the ads on Facebook after that. But there's a requirement that you need to add funds to Facebook, because without that you won't be able to add, right? So in that, I will just quickly discuss the billing and payments also. So here you see billing and payments, right? On this left side section, billing and payments. When you click on this, you will be taken to this page where it will show you how much funds you have already in your ad account, and you can add more funds to it. So there are two ways. Either you can go for a prepaid way, or you can go for a postpaid way. If I click on add funds, it will ask me to choose the payment mode, how exactly I want to, make the payments. I can go for a UPI, I can go for a debit card, credit card, net banking, and everything, right? So that's how, I mean, you can simply follow the next steps, and you'll be able to add funds to the account. So then after that, you are done. So this is basically how we create a campaign. We have just given you a quick walkthrough of the campaign creation, ad set creation, ad creation, lead form creation, and interest and audiences which are available, placements and location targeting, and everything. So I think out of all of these things, we have covered everything on a broader way, right? And yeah, I think these things also we'll just discuss, and we'll just move to the campaign creation. You can also keep your Facebook account open, and we'll just do it together also once. Okay. uh, I'll just discuss about these things, the key metrics, right? So you might have seen there are multiple columns here, right? I have this reach column, I have this CPM column, then results column, budget column, impression, frequency, cost per result, amount spent, lead, cost per lead, impression to lead. So all of these things are the metrics, metrics as in the key metrics that you have in Facebook in order to understand different, different, different parameters on which you can evaluate your campaign. Let's say if I look for last 30 days, I've spent this much amount, 1372, and this is always without tax, because Facebook also charges GST on whatever spend you do. So this is my amount spent without tax. So if I add 18% GST on it, that will be the total fund I would have added to my campaign and my total spends. Okay. So this is the amount spent that I've done in the last 30 days for this campaign. Now,
Where is this being? Sorry, where is it showing this?
can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is there, no? Amount spent.
Oh, for when you choose each campaign, huh? Okay, okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you can see this on the campaign level also, on the ad set level also, on the ad level also. So let's say if I'm on the campaign level, it will show me the total cost that I've spent on the campaign. If I go to ad set, then it will tell me on each ad set how much I've spent. Let's say I would have spent like 500 rupees on this. It would be showing 500 here, right? So I just spent on one single ad set. That's why it is showing the entire amount being spent on this ad set. If I go to ad level, then it will showcase the amount spent that I've done on each ad, right? So basically these metrics will be shown on everything: campaign, ad set, and ads, all the hierarchy things that we have. So now we've seen the campaign spend, right? Amount spend that I have. After that, we should learn about the impressions. Now impressions are basically how many times your ad was shown to people. uh, so let's say I have 19,000 times the ad was shown to people. So this was basically almost 20,000 people have been able to reach out with this amount of spend, right? And then I also have a reach. Now reach is basically the unique number of people that have reached out. So what happened that out of 19,000 impressions, unique people with whom I to whom I reached out was 10,150. तो 10,000 लोगों यूनिक लोगों तक मेरा ऐड दिखा है, और हर एक यूजर को ऑन एन एवरेज 1.96 टाइम्स ऐड दिखा है. सो फ्रीक्वेंसी इज बेसिकली व्हेन यू डिवाइड योर इंप्रेशंस बाय योर रीच. तो अब आप जब इंप्रेशन को रीच से डिवाइड करेंगे तो आपका फ्रीक्वेंसी आएगा. So this is basically the number of times that you have shown your ad to each and every person. This is 1.96. Why it is 1.96? Why it is too high? We will discuss that also tomorrow. Now you see this CPM. CPM is the metric on which everything your costing is dependent. CPM is basically how much amount you are paying per 1,000 impressions. So out of these 10,000 impressions, मैं 1,000 इंप्रेशन के लिए कितना पे कर रहा हूँ. फेसबुक डिफाइंस इज कॉस्टिंग based on the CPM model. So you have heard about CPC model, cost per click model, where you have to pay on each click on Google Ads, right? Just like that, Facebook follows a model of CPM bidding, CPM modeling, CPM model. So you're paying here based on the CPM costing. ओके तो आपका 19,000 इंप्रेशंस जो आपने सर्व किए हैं, वो 19,000 इंप्रेशंस के लिए आपने 69 रुपीज पर 1,000 इंप्रेशंस पे किया है, right? So is this metric and mechanism clear to everyone?
Yeah. Yes.
Clear? Okay. So if this CPM goes up to, let's say, 80, your overall costing will increase. If this goes down, let's say 50, 30, 20, your overall costing will decrease, right? So Facebook पे जितनी बार आप ad दिखाएंगे, उतनी बार आपका उतना ये CPM आपका बढ़ता जाएगा. एंड जितना ये CPM ज्यादा बढ़ेगा उतना आपका इंप्रेशंस कम हो जाएंगे. लेट्स से इफ दिस नंबर वाज लाइक 100, आपको अगर 100 का CPM आया तो शायद आप 19,000 इंप्रेशन नहीं सर्व कर पाते, आप कम ही इंप्रेशन सर्व करते, बिकॉज फेसबुक ने आपको ओवरऑल CPM ज्यादा चार्ज किया है, पर 1,000 इंप्रेशन ज्यादा चार्ज किया है, राइट? एंड
Can you please elaborate this little slowly? I mean, this last bit.
सॉरी. सो फेसबुक का जो मॉडल है, जिस बेसिस पे फेसबुक आपको चार्ज कर रहा है, फेसबुक को ऐसा नहीं
Right.
कि वो आपको 50 लीड देगा तो 50 लीड का एक नंबर दे देगा, उस पर आपको चार्ज करेगा. द मोमेंट यू स्टार्टेड योर एड्स, आपको इमीडिएटली अमाउंट स्पेंड होना चालू हो जाएगा. जैसे जैसे एड दिखेगा वैसे वैसे वो फेसबुक चार्ज करेगा पैसा. ठीक है. सो लेट्स से आज आपका ऐड अगर 1,000 लोगों को दिखा है, तो 1,000 लोगों का जो भी कॉस्ट बना होगा वो आपको चार्ज कर देगा. ठीक है. और उसको बोलते हैं CPM. अगर आपका ऐड 1,000 लोगों को दिखा है तो 1,000 लोगों को दिखाने का जो एक कॉस्ट होता है उसको बोलते हैं CPM. ठीक है. अगर आपको 1,000 इंप्रेशंस के बाद भी कोई लीड नहीं आया तो भी you will be already paying that amount. मतलब there's no guarantee that जब तक आपको लीड नहीं आएगा तब तक आप फेसबुक को पे नहीं करेंगे. फेसबुक का तो जैसे ही ऐड चलेगा दिखने लगेगा, पेमेंट होने लगेगा. ठीक है. So this is the CPM model that we are discussing. Seems like same thing on Google also. अगर आप किसी भी ऐड को देखते हैं यहाँ पे, let's say कोई भी कॉलेज है, see there are multiple ads that I see, sponsored मुझे ad दिख रहे हैं, right? If I click on this thing, जैसे मैं इस पे क्लिक करूंगा, उनका ad का कॉस्ट पर क्लिक जो भी चल रहा होगा उस टाइम पे 20 रुपए 30 रुपए वो उनका लग जाएगा. एंड सेम थिंग फॉर दिस ऑल्सो. as soon as I'm clicking on these ads, उनका कॉस्ट पर क्लिक मॉडल पे चल रहा है. एंड दिस इज अ Google ads का मैकेनिज्म. When they charge on Google on CPC model, cost per click model, but on Facebook we are discussing CPM model, where ad जैसे ही दिखा ad का पैसा हमको देना पड़ेगा. बट गूगल पे ऐसा नहीं, गूगल पे क्लिक होने के बाद ही है. तो अभी इन दोनों का कोई पेमेंट नहीं कटा होगा बिकॉज मैंने इन पे क्लिक नहीं किया, लेकिन इनका क्लिक लग गया होगा. ठीक है. तो जितनी बार आपको ब्रांड्स फेसबुक पे ऐड दिखा रहे हैं, दे आर पेइंग यू टू शोकेस द एड्स. दे आर पेइंग फेसबुक टू शोकेस यू एड्स. एंड सेम गोज फॉर यूट्यूब ऑल्सो. यूट्यूब पे भी CPM बिडिंग होता है.
Okay, so you said something like if the cost increases, something you said, right? Can you repeat that, please?
अगर ये CPM मॉडल, अगर ये 69 रुपीज अगर 100 होता या 200 होता तो आपके इंप्रेशंस उतने ही कम हो जाते हैं. जहां आप 69 रुपीज पर 1,000 इंप्रेशंस दे रहे हैं फेसबुक को, राइट? अगर
हाँ
ये नंबर बढ़ जाता, अगर ये नंबर लेट से 200 होता, तो शायद आप 19,000 नहीं कर पाते ना, आपके तो इंप्रेशंस कम ही होते फिर, बिकॉज आप
that is because we have set a limit. Say I've set 200 rupees per day. That's why the impressions will reduce.
नो नो
You're saying?
नो, इट
No?
इज नॉट अ लिमिट एक्चुअली। ये वो अमाउंट है जिसपे फेसबुक आपको चार्ज कर रहा है।
Right.
फेसबुक का एक चार्जिंग मैकेनिज्म है, राइट? वो मैकेनिज्म ऐसा है कि उसने अभी 69 रुपीज पर 1000 इंप्रेशन पे चार्ज किया है ना?
Yeah.
अगर वो
Yeah.
बोले नहीं मैं तो 200 रुपीज पर 1000 इंप्रेशन का लूंगा, राइट,
Okay.
बेस्ड ऑन योर लोकेशन टारगेटिंग एंड एवरीथिंग, देन आपके नंबर ऑफ इंप्रेशंस कम हो जाएंगे ना, क्योंकि आपका बजट तो वही है, आपने बजट तो
That's
इतना
what.
ही सेट
Budget,
किया।
because the budget is fixed. Yeah, that's
हाँ,
what I was also asking.
करेक्ट करेक्ट, बिकॉज बजट तो आपका वही है 1300 रुपये, तो 1300 में फिर आपके इंप्रेशंस कम हो जाएंगे
हाँ.
एंड रीच भी कम हो जाएगा, लीड्स भी कम हो जाएगा, तो ये
So
नंबर
once we
जितना
set the ad, we will come to know what is the CPM, is it?
या बिफोर दैट यू कैन नो,
हाँ.
before you can know, and you can get this number on ad set level, ad level also. I have multiple CPMs on multiple ads.
Mm-hmm.
So it is always based on multiple things. We will discuss that also tomorrow.
So if
We'll
that is too high, then we can adjust the ad maybe.
Yeah, we will discuss the optimizations and everything also tomorrow. We'll keep that for tomorrow. But for now, I just wanted to make you all understand the meaning and definition of CPM. What is it? And then you have results column where you will get to know the number of leads that you have got, and you will also get to know the budget that you have set. You can even adjust the budget. You can adjust the budgets on the campaign, on either on the ad set level or on the campaign level. So अगर आपने एक बार campaign level budget की बजाय अगर ad set level budget दे दिया है, so it will always be on the ad set level budget. And if you have selected campaign level budget in the beginning while you are creating the campaign, then basically you can but I think nowadays it doesn't allow you to basically give a campaign level budget, because I can't see an option to you can add a spending limit that the maximum the campaign should spend this much amount, but you don't have a daily level pay budget adjustment on a campaign level, so you have to select on an ad set level only the budgets. Okay, then after that you also have the leads. I think the leads and the results column is same. ये जो results column है ये same है leads वाला, because and cost per lead is basically आपको लेट्स से अगर 1000 लीड्स मिले हैं और उस 1000 रुपीज आपने स्पेंड किए हैं एड्स पे, and if you have got let's say 100 leads out of it, then 10 rupees is your cost per lead that you have got for every lead. हर लीड के लिए आपने 10 रुपया फेसबुक को पे किया है, राइट? सो इज दैट क्लियर?
The
Yeah, I think
ads.
the person who helped was setting the budget on the campaign level. So he said now we can't set like per day. It's a campaign level, like number of days the campaign runs,
आई
something.
थिंक वो लाइफ टाइम बजट होगा. आई थिंक वी डिस्कस्ड अबाउट इट बिफोर इट.
हाँ.
अगर आपने लाइफ टाइम बजट
He
सेट
said
कर
minimum 4 days रखना पड़ेगा, 1000 rupees he said.
एक्चुअली वो है, बिकॉज अब अगर फेसबुक पिछले कुछ दिनों में अगर 10 दिन का टोटल का ड्यूरेशन है कैंपेन का, और अगर शुरू के 5-6 दिन में मैं 500 रुपीज पर डे स्पेंड कर चुका हूँ, एंड इफ आई आस्क कैंपेन टू स्पेंड जस्ट 200 और 250 पर डे, इट विल आस्क मी टू
हाँ,
स्पेंड
you said that.
that's
हाँ.
why that's why I always prefer keeping a daily budget where we
So
have
this
more.
daily budget, was it under ad set or under campaign?
It is also under ad set only. So ad set and campaign, it's more or less same thing only, because you just have one ad set under one campaign. So आप ये अब तो campaign पे डलता ही नहीं है, right? You can put it only on the ad set level.
Can you repeat what did you say कि अभी 500 2 days में spend कर लिया तो minimum मुझे third day के 2 फिर I didn't understand that part.
So basically, if a campaign has been running for, you have scheduled a campaign to run for 10 days, and you were running the campaign with an overall total budget of let's say daily budget is 500, but if you multiply it is 5000, right? 5000 आपने lifetime budget दिया campaign को, and it is started to spend, right? So after this 5000 budget in the duration of 10 days, if the campaign has already spent on an average of 500 rupees per day, if you will reduce the budget to 100, just 100 after 5 days, I mean, if you want to reduce it, it won't reduce, because campaign has been spending at a certain level, right? And on a lifetime budget scenarios, campaign budgets can't be taken down. So it is always good if you go for a daily budget where you have more flexibility, right? And there's no end date, and you can even pause, enable campaign, do whatever you want to any point of time. Like if I start the campaign today, if I want to pause it right away, I can pause it. It's not like कि campaign चल गया तो चल गया, right? So जितना भी उसने अभी spend कर लिया होगा in 1-2 hours, जितना भी time में मैंने उसको बंद किया, that is the amount I spent so far on that campaign. I can pause it if I feel that
Can
the
I
campaign.
cancel it also?
No, you can't cancel it. Like whatever amount you have spent, वो spent हो गया, right?
That's fine. The rest of the thing you
Rest of
can
the, yeah,
cancel.
you can, as long as यहाँ पे आपको अमाउंट स्पेंड नहीं दिख रहा है, राइट, इस कॉलम में, यू आर गुड.
हाँ.
सो तो यू सी मेरे एक कैंपेन में 1300 मैंने स्पेंड किया है, एंड आई हैव सम बैलेंस इन द अकाउंट. इट्स बिकॉज आई हैव पॉज द कैंपेन ने और स्पेंड नहीं किया. इवन इफ आई पुट अ बजट ऑफ 1 lakh ऑन दिस कैंपेन, इट वॉन्ट स्पेंड until unless आई एक्टिवेट दिस थिंग फ्रॉम हियर. सो एक कैंपेन को स्पेंड करने के लिए इट शुड बी एक्टिवेटेड हियर ऑल्सो कैंपेन लेवल पे, it should be activated here also on ad set level, and even the ad should also be activated. इन तीनों में से अगर कहीं भी वो deactivated है, ये blue option नहीं on है, ये अगर इस तरह से है ना, तो वो ad नहीं spend करेगा, campaign भी spend नहीं करेगा, ad set भी spend नहीं करेगा, कुछ भी नहीं करेगा. So on all 3 levels, it should be activated in order to spend anything. And in any point of time, if you pause any of the 3 things, then it won't spend. It will stop spending basically.
And can you edit, like say I have chosen one
Yes.
area or
You
one
can
city,
edit also. You can
and
edit.
second day I want to add some more areas.
Yes, you can edit any point of time. There is no restriction to it. Locations you can edit. You can edit your budgets. You can edit your audience. You can edit your age, gender, placements, everything you can edit. But you should not edit. That's what I would say, because it is not recommended. If you continue to make so many changes to your campaign will continue to stay in the learning phase only. Because whenever you start a new fresh campaign, initially the campaign is in a learning phase for a couple of days, until unless it is learning and getting some leads, trying to understand what kind of data, what kind of potential customers who are converting, who are submitting the leads. You need to give it some time to the campaign. So you will also notice that when you're starting your campaign in the initial days, your performance will not be like the best. Initially it is always fluctuating. It is not the best. So I'll show you the example of this. I think when I started this, initially the performance was like really bad, but I think we have done some optimizations and some improvisations. It has started improving. You see, like from cost per lead of 35 rupees, it has improved to 27. And I think it has gone down to even lesser after that. It has gone down to 20 rupees, 22 rupees also, right? So I think it has started basically declining once we started understanding the campaign analytics and what kind of ads are working, what kind of ads are not working. So like that, we will discuss the optimizations part tomorrow, because I think it will be too much for everyone also to grasp. I think
Yeah.
a lot of you are very new to this, so I would request you all to just go through the dashboard and everything. If you want, we can simply like go through the campaign and we can just all create, like if you have the Facebook logged in, if you have the ads manager open already, we can simply go and create one of the campaign. I would request one of you to share your screen so that we all can see, and we all can refer to that, right? And if
So
you
how
have,
to
There are two
create the
queries.
yeah,
Sorry, Aditya, there are two queries. One is it sent me on a chat. One is that what are these 3 things? Why they are like ads, ad sets, and campaigns? If I have correctly understood the query.
campaign, sorry.
Why there have to be 3 things: ads, ad sets, and campaigns. If I
Acha.
have understood the query
So
question.
campaign, okay. See, campaign is basically a project, you can say, or a campaign is always created for a course or for a sale or for a lead gen campaign, right? I mean, whatever objective that you might have different objective based on the events that you have. Let's say समर वेकेशन के लिए यू विल हैव अ सेपरेट कैंपेन, आप कोई नया कोर्स कर रहे हैं उसके लिए सेपरेट कैंपेन, right? So campaign, number of campaigns will depend on the number of events that you have or the number of times you want to generate leads, right? अब उसके बाद ad set level is all about all of these things हमने जो डिस्कस किया था, right? कि you have to these 3 things, ये जो तीन चीजें हैं, placements, location and audiences. and also budgets that you have to select on a ad set level. तो ये सारी चीजें आप ad set level पे ही select कर सकते हैं. एंड उसके बाद जो ad level होता है वहां पे तो इट इज वेरी क्लियर, यू हैव मल्टीपल ad formats that you have to create. आप सिर्फ एक ad format से तो नहीं चला पाएंगे, राइट? कैंपेन will run on one ad also, but we will discuss the best practices tomorrow in detail कि why we need to have multiple ads, how Facebook works, कैसे Facebook perform करता है, कैसे अलग अलग ad के ऊपर कितना budget जाएगा decide करता है. All of those things will decide, but the summary is basically you campaign, ad set and ads, all of these things are by default set up by Facebook, right? And everything has a purpose. Campaign is like we discussed, like it is a campaign for any event or anything. Ad set may you define location, targeting and everything, and ad is your basically what exactly is which is going to be showcased to users. So that is something that you define on ad level.
Aditya,
So
for
we need
Twitter
to
and YouTube
create.
also we can create ads.
Sorry?
For YouTube and Twitter also we can create ads.
Yes, we can create ad, but that doesn't like convert as good.
Okay.
Yeah. It is very costly. Like the CPM that you are seeing here, like 69 rupees and all, the CPM would be 200, 300 also on YouTube. And on Twitter, I don't know, but on LinkedIn, it will be somewhere close to 700, 800 also, because those are very expensive platforms. Facebook is comparatively cheaper, Facebook, Instagram. And for us, we don't have a lot of budgets also, right? I mean, we don't want to spend, and we always want to get like better cost efficient leads. So Facebook and Instagram always works, because our ticket size is also not too high. The amount that we charge for a course is like 2000, 2500, 3000 max, right? For any lead, you would not, and after that also most of it will be the donation only, right? So you don't want to, you get very less amount for your expenses coverage, right?
Yeah.
You need to spend it very wisely, and you need to ensure that your budgets and your cost per lead and the total number of conversions that you are getting are also in line with that.
So, Aditya, how much a lead is converted? Like if I got 100 leads, what percentage of that would be a confirmation?
Yeah, I mean,
approximately from your experience.
I think we'll discuss that in detail, but you can assume it to be anything between 15 to 30% as a, or 20 to
With the
30%.
15%, it's quite good, out of 100.
Correct. I mean, we have been doing, even for local campaigns, it is sometimes even higher, because on online, a lot of users are kind of, they're just scrolling through Facebook and not really inclined towards getting into the course. So in online, that seriousness also not there. And in local campaigns, they are able to relate. They see that, okay, Belandur is like near to me. I know this place. I can simply go and visit the center also. And these days, after the COVID, people also prefer doing offline programs instead of online programs. So local programs are like more converting compared to online programs. That's what I have seen in the recent times, and we have been doing mostly for the local programs only in the last few days, last few months. So yeah, so that
So
was
we need to create a page and an account, you said, right? Can you help us with that? If you have to create an ad campaign.
And Aditya, one more question. When you say reach is so and so number, that means the ad is pushed to the user page, but he may not have seen it also, right? Or is it he actually saw that?
No. So reach is basically, it is reached to people as in the ad was seen, it was shown to the user. The
So
user has seen the ad.
user has seen it, right?
Yeah.
It is not just the push from the page.
No. इम्प्रेशंस एंड रीच दोनों के बीच में डिफरेंस वही है कि इम्प्रेशंस में रिपीटेशन है, रीच में रिपीटेशन नहीं है. रीच इज लाइक यूनिक यूजर, right? Just like if we have like 50, 60
All the
members.
with all the details of that user who opened that ad?
No.
No.
हमें उन्हीं लोगों का डिटेल्स मिलेगा जो इस कॉलम में दिख रहे हैं आपको, right?
Okay.
On Facebook.
But isn't it a tedious process? Like by that time, even I am exhausted to, understand the whole.
I think you might not be very familiar to all of these things, and I think it is for the first time, right? Otherwise, campaign creation won't take you like more than 20, 30 minutes maximum. And it is just one time you have to create the campaign. After that, you just need to look at the number of leads you're getting, analyze the number of leads that you're getting, what is the cost you're getting. This setup thing is also like not too much. You just need a creative caption and you're done, right? I mean, it is just max 30 minutes you will take. So it's not a, it is something like we also discussed that in detail, and that's why it took a lot of time for us, but it is not a tedious process at all.
So
And
here comes the daily budget thing, so that you can daily budget is more suitable for this thing, right? So you can
yeah,
stop any, yeah.
that is there. That is there.
Can
Yeah.
you help us create the page and account, please? Because
Yeah. Is
you said that's
anyone
the
who doesn't
starting.
have anything at all, like if they can share their screen, we can just simply
I
Yeah,
don't have anything.
somebody can share the screen, and
Yeah.
meanwhile we can. Aditya, if you can take another query. This person is, I think they have been using social media. So the query is, I get good leads, but my conversions are not that good.
okay. So basically, it depends on a lot of, because I can't see a query, but it's okay. Let us. So it depends on a lot
So
of
only
factors.
host can share. Sorry, can you make it shareable?
But acha, this.
Sorry,
Okay,
at
okay.
the screen. Yeah.
Co-host 1 second. Which one is your ID? Okay.
Vidya Prasanna.
Now you should be able to share.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was talking about the quality of leads, right? A lot of times what happens that there would be some leads which might not be 100% relevant to, your, they might not be actually looking for. And sometimes the people also forget that they have actually, in phone, I think you won't be able to do it. Are you just creating a page? I think that is doable. So, हाँ, a lot of times users don't know, मतलब लोग ऐसे ही submit कर देते हैं leads. They are not aware about the course or anything. They'll just go and just submit the leads, but that is something which is there for at least like all the brands which are there. It is not something that we can avoid completely. And Facebook जितना ये easy और convenient बनाता है users के लिए submit करने के लिए, more chances are there कि उसमें थोड़ा तो junk lead आएगा, right? But we will discuss in detail कि कैसे, how do we make sure that we convert people, right? Because it is very important to call people very frequently, not frequently, but at least timely. You have to follow up, you have to maintain a lead sheet where you track the status and like what was their response, what was their first response, second response. And there are different ways to basically ensure that you reach out to that user and convert that user before the interest goes away from the course. So we will discuss that also, and all other best practices also that we have gathered so far in the past few months. And even if you also have some best practices, you can share with us. So tomorrow is the day where we will discuss, but for today, I think we should just discuss about the basics, like how do we set up and everything. We will take it forward tomorrow. Yeah. So I think you are creating a Facebook page, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you click on next?
Public page is fine.
One second, Aditya. Can I request everyone to do it parallelly? All those, even if they have a Facebook page, and all those who are starting new, so that it helps. If we postpone it for tomorrow, we might be moving on forward, and you wouldn't be able to.
If you have everything ready, you can start it immediately. But if you did not to log in to Facebook and everything, we can just simply look at this and see it how it works. And after this call, we can all create. And
Where is this thing? Personal profile, public page?
Yeah, you can go for public page only.
Where is it, this
How
thing?
do I get the public page?
So shall I share from laptop?
It's a
Yeah,
personal profile. So I have to make it public?
Yeah, it should be public only.
Oh, okay.
So where is the public thing? Where do I click it?
I'll share the page creation process after this call for everyone. You can basically create your pages on your own. I'll share the details after this, right? So like whoever is sharing the screen right now, they can continue.
Sorry to interrupt you. Facebook pages are personal only, unless until you don't get a friend request, nobody can access to your profile, isn't it?
So there are two things. One is your Facebook profile, and
Uh-huh.
second is your Facebook page.
Oh,
So you,
that is
let's say
not
if you
there.
are an individual, you would
Uh,
have a personal account, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you also own a business or if you own a brand, then you can create a public page for it.
So now, right now, I'm not having a public page. So I have to create a public page.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Now I
Yes.
got that. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
So how do I create a public page? I'm sorry, I'm just disturbing too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are
I
asking
mean,
about tiny things. So
whose screen is shared right now?
Vidya.
Okay, let me do this. I think I'll just share my screen and everyone can see because it is also on the phone and I think there's some lag also. So if you can just stop sharing your screen, I'll just quickly share my screen and create a Facebook page for you. So you all can see, you can try to replicate the same thing at your home
okay,
also.
that's cool.
And we will discuss the details in tomorrow and in the group also. Okay. If you can just stop sharing, I'll just share my screen and show you how do we create a page.
If we come to home, then on the left side, if we scroll down, it shows Facebook page.
Correct.
You have to come to home. Home and
Come to
left side,
home.
just scroll down
Can you all see my
and say
screen?
see more.
Okay, can you all see my screen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Let's say the home we have clicked. So what do we do
Yeah.
next?
On home,
Left
you have
side,
to,
scroll down.
yeah, here you have pages, right? Can you all see this pages?
Yeah.
Awesome. When you click on this pages, it will show you all the pages that you have access to. Right now, these are so many pages. I'll just click on this create new profile or page. Okay.
Yeah.
This
Yes.
section. Now it is showing the same thing which was showing on the phone also. I'll
Yeah.
click on public
Yeah.
and then I'll click on next
Next.
and then I click on get started. So, okay, I just get started and then it is asking me to create a page and put a page name also, which is required.
Aditya, I'll request you, just give us the points also after this.
Yeah, I'll share the
So that
process
I'm not able to get that page. which
no
you're
worries,
saying.
no worries. I'll share the step-by-step process to create a page also, and maybe tomorrow we
The
can
category, what is a good category to
if
use?
it is showing you yoga and all or meditation center, I think it will be a more
So I wrote Art of Living. I wrote the page name. Then next is what?
page name के बाद में you have to select the category. Like there are multiple categories in which your business
Okay.
might belong to. But
Yeah.
for us, it is mostly yoga, meditation, all of these things. So whatever you see, you can. I think meditation center is the most relevant thing that they
So
can.
we can
It
we
is
can
not
keep
showing.
art of living in our area, right?
Art of living won't come here. It's a category, right? So इसमें बहुत सारे categories आपके आ जाएंगे, right? आप home
In
decor.
my only, it is showing only real estate and restaurant in category.
No, you
तो
don't need to
category
select art
में
of living.
meditation.
एग्जैक्टली यहाँ पे कैटेगरी में आपको नहीं सिलेक्ट करना है आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग, ठीक है? ये जो पेज नेम है यहाँ आपने बस एक बार आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग डाल दिया एंड यू कैन ऑल्सो पुट द लोकेशन, जिस लोकेशन में आप ऐड चलाने वाले हैं, तो मैंने उसी लोकेशन का नाम डाल दिया, राइट? HSR, ठीक है? एंड
It's
देन
not showing, like if I'm putting self-care in the
no,
category, it is not showing.
सेल्फ केयर
Uh,
सब कुछ नहीं आएगा एक्चुअली सेल्फ यहाँ पे कैटेगरीज में. दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. यू जस्ट पुट मेडिटेशन सेंटर और योगा और व्हाटएवर इज रिलेवेंट. लाइक जो मेडिटेशन इज फाइन, राइट? आई मीन इट्स अ मेडिटेशन सेंटर.
Pranayama, can we
I
put
think from the
pranayama?
available list, whatever best suited, we have to select, right?
या दैट्स इट. सो मेडिटेशन सेंटर मैंने सेलेक्ट कर लिया, ठीक है? इज दैट
Yoga
क्लियर?
and meditation, okay.
Yeah. Even you can select yoga studio also if you are into yoga and like if you take yoga classes also, you can select that also. Bio is something where you can simply describe about your business in couple of lines.
Here, can we say art of living? Art of living center.
Yeah. So you can say like we are Art of Living Center in this location and all. and we provide these kind of courses and all of these things you can write. You can use ChatGPT to write some good bio for you, or even you can write that also yourself.
आदित्य, एक मेरा क्वेरी था ऐसे, अगर आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग एचएसआर में बहुत सारे टीचर्स वॉलंटियर होंगे तो सबके
It's okay.
पेजेस ऐसा होगा?
आप देखो कि क्या अवेलेबल है पेज नेम, राइट? क्योंकि
अच्छा,
ऐसा तो होगा, राइट? आई मीन अब बहुत सारे लोग बनाएंगे, राइट? मल्टीपल टीचर्स हैं, तो ये आप आपका यूनिक कुछ भी बना लो, HSR सेंटर, राइट? सेंटर में भी यू कैन कुछ भी आप डाल दो, राइट? यहाँ पे दो मत लगाओ आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग के आगे, यू कैन जस्ट सी क्या अवेलेबल है। अगर मैं डाल रहा हूँ आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग HSR, आपको जो बेस्ट लग रहा है आपके हिसाब से रिलेवेंस, वो आप डाल दो, राइट? अगर वो अवेलेबल है तो ठीक है, नहीं तो फिर कुछ और ट्राई कर लो, ठीक है? और यहाँ पे कुछ थोड़ा सा बायो वगैरह आप डाल के इसको सिंपली क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। इट्स अ 2 मिनट्स प्रोसेस। उसके बाद थोड़ा सा इस पेज को ना ऑप्टिमाइज करना पड़ता है। सो ऑप्टिमाइजेशंस में यू हैव टू इंश्योर कि इसका कवर पेज है, इसका प्रोफाइल पिक्चर है, राइट? देर आर सम पोस्ट, कुछ तो उस पर डला हो पोस्ट में। फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपके रिसेंट कोर्सेज जो हुए हैं उनके बारे में डिटेल्स, या अब जो होने वाले हैं उनके बारे में डिटेल्स। सी इट इज आस्किंग मी टू ऐड अ प्रोफाइल पिक्चर, ऐड अ कवर फोटो। ये आप सिंपली यहाँ पे क्लिक करेंगे, एक विंडो खुलेगा, यहाँ से आप अपलोड करके प्रोफाइल पिक्चर और कवर फोटो डाल सकते हैं, ठीक है? और यहाँ पे कॉल टू एक्शन बटन भी है। बेसिकली यहाँ पे आप अपने व्हाट्सएप का नंबर अटैच करके लोगों, इफ समवन वांट्स टू connect to you via WhatsApp, they can simply click on that call to action button, they can connect to you via WhatsApp, or they can simply call you also. So like that you can select multiple things here. So a call to action
वेबसाइट
button
क्या
पे आप
देना?
वेबसाइट,
वेबसाइट
ये सब ऑप्शनल चीज हैं, इनमें से आप कुछ भी एक सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं। या तो आप सेंड मैसेज सिलेक्ट कर लीजिए, इससे क्या होगा कि फेसबुक पेज पे आपको मैसेज कर पाएगा कोई भी यूजर आफ्टर क्लिकिंग ऑन दिस सेंड मैसेज बटन। सेंड व्हाट्सएप मैसेज में सेम वो व्हाट्सएप पे आपको रीच आउट कर पाएगा, कॉल नाउ पे आपको कॉल कर पाएगा, ईमेल पे आपको ईमेल कर पाएगा, कॉन्टैक्ट अस पे भी फिर ये कोई वेबसाइट खोलेगा, उसके ऊपर एक फॉर्म ओपन होगा। बट आई थिंक यू कैन सिलेक्ट कॉल नाउ और सेंड व्हाट्सएप मैसेज, आई थिंक दिस विल बी मोर रिलेवेंट, और इवन दैट इज इजियर विच इज सेंड मैसेज। सो ये फेसबुक मैसेंजर पे आपको ऑटोमेटिकली एक मैसेज आएगा जब भी कोई इस कॉल टू एक्शन बटन पे क्लिक करेगा, ठीक है? एंड
But
आपको
where is that? I am still in the first part only. It is asking for website address and contact number and email ID and all.
आप यहाँ पे हैं क्या?
पता नहीं, step 1 of 5 finish setting up your page करके
ये
बोल रहा
यहाँ
है।
पे, ओके ओके, अच्छा आप यू आर ऑन दिस सेक्शन। इज दिस वेबसाइट कंपलसरी? आई डोंट थिंक सो। वैसे ये सारा जो डिटेल्स आपको डालना चाहिए यहाँ पे, अभी आई एम जस्ट स्किपिंग दिस पार्ट, okay? But see, this is not compulsory. Without that also you can create, but art of living you can put art of living's websites also. I mean, it won't block you, or uh, it won't, like, matter a lot. तो
हाँ,
वो चीज़ें आप डाल सकते हैं। यहाँ पे आप इंडिया सेलेक्ट कर लीजिए और आपका व्हाट्सएप नंबर आप डाल सकते हैं, फिर वो एक वेरिफिकेशन करेगा एंड देन यू कैन बेसिकली डू इट। नाउ यू हैव एन ऑप्शन टू इनवाइट योर फ्रेंड्स ऑल्सो। तो इनवाइट पे जब आप क्लिक करेंगे तो इट विल अलाउ यू टू इनवाइट योर फ्रेंड्स हु आर इन योर फ्रेंड लिस्ट ऑन फेसबुक। तो मैं इन सबको सेलेक्ट करके इनको इनवाइट कर सकता हूँ टू बेसिकली लाइक एंड फॉलो माई पेज ऑन फेसबुक। सो it is good to have at least some followers, some likes on your Facebook page, and it should be good page, good as in terms of the whole profile picture, the look and feel and everything. It should be look active, ऐसा नहीं लगना चाहिए कि हम लोग स्पैम कर रहे हैं, राइट? सो थोड़ा सा उसमें कुछ तो कंटेंट होना चाहिए पेज में। सो मैंने यहाँ पे डन कर दिया, राइट? अभी इट इज वेरी ब्लैंक, ना इसमें कोई कवर इमेज है, ना इसमें कोई प्रोफाइल इमेज है, नथिंग इज देयर, राइट? तो आई नीड टू इंश्योर कि इसमें कुछ तो, मैं जितनी भी चीज़ें इसमें ऑप्शन हो सकते हैं, यहाँ पे मैं पोस्ट कर सकता हूँ, यहाँ पे रील डाल सकता हूँ, मैं वीडियोस डाल सकता हूँ, राइट? आई कैन लिंक माई व्हाट्सएप ऑल्सो, I can add intro bio, right? I can add more contact details and address also, because मैंने address नहीं डाला है अभी, address डलेगा, right? And you can even ask your friends to give some ratings on this also. So you have to kind of maintain and manage this page in order to make it work. Because क्या होगा कि कोई आपका ad देखेगा, right? और वो ad देख के सीधे हो सकता है आपके Facebook पेज को विजिट करें, right? And in that case अगर आपका Facebook page is not updated, then you might not get that confidence to even, submit the lead. So
Yeah.
I don't know what exactly for yoga thing, but you see that ये page जो बना हुआ है, even if पे like followers कम ही है, but it is like well maintained. It has all the details, right? इसमें कुछ तो activity चल रही है. They are posting some testimonials and they have some images and everything. So इससे भी और भी बहुत सारे, आप आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग का जो अपना पेज है आप वो भी रेफर कर सकते हैं. Even that is like super updated with everything. So you can have a look at it and like get some inspiration from it,
So we
right?
can
And
keep
you can
posting stuff here, like we post Art of Living stuff on our Facebook page. यहाँ post करेंगे तो it will get anyway populated, ना?
कोई भी आएगा तो they'll get to know that it's an active page, and you should
हाँ.
also post about the experiences of the users. I mean, the customers that who are doing the program and all. So like that, you
हाँ.
have to keep it active. Basically, that's the point.
Just
हाँ. हाँ.
pause, Aditya. We are almost 5:30.
We will also take a pause now. This is the page creation, right? I mean, we have got the page created for Art of Living HSR now, and I'll
How to
start.
create account कैसे create करना?
Account में I would need someone's help because my ad account is already created, right? So I think we will
I
take that.
can share.
Yeah, if you have a desktop and if you have a laptop, then it will be good.
Yeah,
Right? It will be difficult.
I can share here.
Shall we wind up in 5 minutes?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe, I mean, if
So tomorrow we all have to create one campaign. We just have to, I mean, we already saw how to create a page, and we'll also see how to create an ad account now. After that, we have to just follow and go on the ads manager. Try creating a campaign, try to put some content there, try to put some images there, and some creative and some caption and everything.
But
We will discuss that again tomorrow. That how was it, like if you were able to create or if you faced any hurdles and all. We will discuss
yeah,
that.
can you
sharing-
make me share? Can you
one
help
sec.
me share with your laptop?
One second. I'll be sharing on the chat for everyone purpose. Canva is love. That is a ready reference, like we would need poster and we would need stories. So all of us can refer that website and you can just edit. If you have an account on Canva, you can just edit your details, the date, when you, let's have some material ready for tomorrow's hands-on.
Yeah. So we had a workshop couple
Okay,
of
Bhaiya,
weeks back
can
about the.
you make me shareable? Sorry.
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Laptop, Vidya laptop.
Yeah, I think I already made you co-host. You should be able to share.
Okay. Huh. So we scroll down and
On the left side of your screen,
yeah,
click on see more.
ad manager.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's already there.
What is that? I don't have an account.
No, I mean, the ad account is showing up, right? You have an option to create. Can you click on create?
1 minute. Okay. Here, create.
Yeah. And then you can simply start the process of campaign creation. You can select the objective of the campaign as leads, and then after that you have to create an ad set. Yeah, I think after that we did the whole process together, right? So that's how you have to follow.
What is this? To help maintain the, okay.
Accept this. You can accept this.
Account info auction. You said bind type auction, right?
Yeah, that is correct. That is correct. And you have to
And
select.
then leads, scroll down and say choose leads, right?
Correct.
And then continue.
Yeah, continue.
Continue.
You can select.
Manual.
Yeah.
Manual, right? What is this? To help maintain, I agree, integrity of
There are some policies which Facebook is asking you to agree on, and simply agree. Yeah.
Okay, now
Now you have a campaign, ad set and an ad also, but it is a blank thing right now. You have to put some content to it, and you have to set the budgets, you have to set the location, you have to set the ad.
now is the account creation successful?
Yeah, that is already there. Account is already
Done
there,
now?
but we don't even open that. That's why it has not been shown to us. So it is already there. So you can simply follow the next thing and try creating, like, don't add, like, I mean, it might ask you to add some funds to the account. You can simply add like 50, 100 rupees also for a test purpose, because without that, Facebook might not allow you to even publish any account, publish any campaign, because it is the first time that you are trying something, right? So you might have to add some 50, 100 rupees funds to your account. So you can add that.
And is there any recommended, like, should we have many followers in the page or any such thing for that to work well?
Good. It is good to have some followers, like at least a few thousands. But I mean, even
Wow.
if you don't have, it doesn't like hamper a lot, because end of the day, it's an ad. I mean, we try ads from a different pages also, some fresh pages also sometimes as an experiment, because we run it ads for multiple brands, right, in agencies and some brands also. So there are like no followers also sometimes on a page, and it also converts. So
Aditya,
hard and fast. Okay, so the time is up. So you can all
And
continue.
is it safe to give credit card info? I mean, debit card info there.
It's okay. You can basically go for a UPI also if you want, and add some like 50 rupees, 100 rupees also, because without that the campaign will not get published. It will always be in the draft version.
Vidya
So
is such a detailed person in Canva also. She was like asking all questions for everybody.
okay, great. So I think we will meet tomorrow. Is it okay if we meet like a little early tomorrow, like around 10 or 11 something?
It's already
11 is fine. 11
available.
11 is something that I was also thinking, because afternoon and evening we have to like go for some event. So I mean, we will share the link and everything, and also the timing. I think mostly we'll keep it 11 only, but we'll just confirm in the group also once. And by that time, you all can try creating a campaign. Like whatever doubts you face, you can put in the group. We'll try to solve that. And yeah, we'll meet tomorrow. We'll also discuss the best practices. So today we just discussed the basic things, how we have to do it, like, and what it is all about, some basic overview of it. But tomorrow is the day where we'll discuss the details, things about the best practices for the campaign management, for leads management. How do we optimize for better cost per lead? How do we decrease the cost per lead that we are getting? And what kind of creatives usually work for ads? And what kind of ad formats that we should use, and there are some audience overlap concepts that we can discuss. And yeah, I mean, basic practices, best practices about the lead management system also. That's very important, because for the conversion thing, it is very important to track, to follow up, to ensure that we are reaching out to users as soon as possible. So for that also, we have gathered some best practices that we will discuss tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you so
so
much.
we are almost on the end of the first. Today was more of theory. Actually, hands-on, dirty your fingers with social media, because the more we get into hands-on, the more actual queries will come. अभी बहुत ज़्यादा thinking mode में हैं हम लोग. And
Yeah.
we'll also maybe next Saturday I would request Aditya to have, because let's all run Anand Utsav aa raha hai, let's all run a campaign. और
Yes,
जो भी
yes.
अपने प्रैक्टिकल इश्यूज आ रहे हैं कि भैया आदित्य आपने खर्चा भी करवा दिया और हमारे सेट एड सेट में लीड ये वो जो भी इश्यूज आ रहे हैं, that's what we keep coming back to Aditya after learning the basics and trying the basics. So that's how we need to be having practical, you know. So maybe next Saturday or Sunday, whenever Aditya will keep you all posted in the group. So meanwhile, please create your own ad set and let's have a hands go tomorrow and be ready with all your queries. Yes. Thank you so much, Jai Gurudev. We'll
Thank you so
keep
much, everyone.
posted in the group the time update.
Jai Gurudev, thank you.
All right. Jai Gurudev. Bye-bye.
Bye.